Germany reaches a deal, and observers look at what the new grand coalition will mean for Europe. And boy, under scrutiny, Morgan Stanley and Citigroup face questions from US regulators about their foreign hiring practices. Hello everybody, I'm Aaron Heslehurst. Welcome to the program. Of course, an exciting, fascinating snapshot of all the latest in the world of business and money. We're going to go live to New York to talk about the hiring practice of some of these banks. But as you've been hearing, yep, done deal. Finally, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, right here, has finally agreed to form this grand coalition 2 months after the election. Chancellor Merkel's party and its allies, the CSU, made the deal with the centre-left Social Democrats. So lots to talk about. Let's get more from Nina Schick, who is an analyst at Open Europe and joins me in the studio. Nina, great to have you with us. You know, Angela Merkel, of course, talking not too long ago. Let's just have a quick listen to what the Chancellor had to say. Have a listen to this.
First, on the theme of finance. First of all, we are getting to a point in time, a period where we will not take on any further government debts, and that will be focusing on creating good chances in life for the more difficult layers of the population, single parents and so on, and therefore we will not be taking on any more further debts. And this, of course, is something that happens and has been spoken about many times within Europe. Of course, within Germany, we have to realize that within the theme of Europe, we need to be part of Europe, and that Europe is, of course, part of who we are.
So Europe is part of who we are, Nina, said the Chancellor. So let's start with that. What does this coalition mean for Germany and its relationship with the EU?
Well, Aaron, that's the question on everybody's lips right now. And of course, when it comes to Germany, there's always going to be very pro-European integration rhetoric, as we've just seen with the Chancellor. However, when it comes to the fundamental policies of Eurozone integration, we are not going to see a change. We are going to continue to see Germany doing exactly what it has been doing. It will take step-by-step slow measures, and the policies, it will continue to insist, for example, on austerity, strict household consolidation on the Eurozone periphery, slow movement on banking union, and also no pooling of debt. So
hang on, so that's interesting. So, because some were saying Angela Merkel was very tough on all of this in the election build-up, of course. Some suggest, oh, maybe she'll ease back. Now she's back in the chair, so to speak. We've got the coalition. But at the end of the day, Germany will continue being the backstop for Europe, no? Well,
one of the ideas that Merkel floated in the run-up to the election, and this is also in the coalition agreement now, is this idea of reform contracts, whereby struggling Eurozone countries will get aid, but only if they agree to legally enforceable structural reforms. So this is politically viable for Germany because it involves less cash and more control. So Germany will want to make sure that they are in control of any such process, and absolutely no pooling of debt, which is the fundamental point.
Yeah, no, absolutely indeed. Okay, let's talk about what this coalition will mean for Germany, the economy, and in particular this talk of, you know, a minimum wage for Germany, right?
Well, in German politics, it's all about coalition building. So there was always an understanding that the centre-right CDU, Angela Merkel's party, would have to give up something for the centre-left SPD. And where the SPD have won is on this statutory universal minimum wage of €8.50 an hour, and also that the pension age will be reduced for those who have been in work for 45 years or more. Now, critics of this deal say that this is actually rolling back the Agenda 2010 labour market reforms in Germany, which have a lot to do with the success of the German economy. So critics are saying, even if it doesn't come, you know, the bill isn't put forth in Angela Merkel's next 4 years in office, that the future generations of Germany will have to pay the price for this.
Well, we've only got about 20 or so seconds left, but what I'm trying to get my head around is there's no opposition in Germany now, right? So what does that suggest about, you know, German democracy?
Well, this is actually a question that Angela Merkel was asked in the press conference today when she presented the coalition agreement. So the opposition, the Greens and Die Linke, as they're called, only make up to 20% of the Bundestag. But as Angela Merkel correctly pointed out, all of those who have been voted into power in the Grand Coalition have been done so by the people, so that they will work to make sure that the opposition's voice is heard, but proportionately.
Okay, well, Nina, das ist sehr gut.
Danke sehr.
Dankeschön. Nina Schick joining us. Mein Deutsch ist nicht gut, Nina. Mein Glockenspiel ist kaputt.